There are pens we see everywhere, reviewed 100 times, always on somebody's top 10 list, hyped by the algorithm. But these pens, they don't get talked about. And honestly, I don't know why. Because they're so beautiful, they write incredibly well, and every time I ink them up, I always ask myself, why don't more people know about this? Today's video is for the underdogs, the pens that deserve more love, more attention, and maybe even a spot in your rotation. Hey friends, welcome back to Pens and Ponderings, where we celebrate good pens, great ink, and very honest conversations. Today, we're talking about these hidden gems, the pens that don't always get the love from the community, but absolutely deserve it. Some were great finds, some were surprises, and not all were successful, but the majority, totally worth it. These are the pens that I reach for when the mood strikes, and every time they remind me why I bought them in the first place. And by the way, make sure you stick around for my final thoughts. It's really important to me that you hear it, especially if you've ever felt unsure about where you fit in this hobby. Whatever the price tag on your pen, you always have a place in this community. All right, let's jump right in. All right, for pen number one, I have here the Laban Antique 2. So by the way, I'm just grabbing pens randomly, so there's really no rhyme or reason with the lineup. I'm going to keep this short, so I'm not going to go in super details. I will, however, do some writing samples as well, so you can see how it writes. But anyway, this is the Laban Antique 2. Sorry for sorry for my hands. I was inking these pens, and as you know, they're very hard to remove. But anyway, no, I was not in any type of of accident. But anyway, so I got the one with the green with lines. That's literally the name of the pen. It's green with lines. So specific. This one, this is my second Laban. I had the Laban Rosa, which I think I will sell because I don't like it. So I'm not going to be speaking about the company mostly. It's just a pen. For this specific Laban, the Antique 2, I like this pen. I use it now for my Hobonichi weeks. It is pretty hefty. It's made of solid brass, but it's also eco-friendly because it's made of recycled brass. So that's also nice to know. It has a nice weight and balance. It's pretty heavy, actually, but it's comfortable. It's a nice slim silhouette, as you can see, and it has that vintage retro style with that distressed effect that I love. And that's the reason why I got this pen. And it didn't really disappoint, actually. It's very reliable. Like, I haven't inked this up maybe since February, maybe. And because I've been using Sailors and Platinums for my Hobonichi weeks. Then I remember this one has a tiny nib. I don't even know what size this is. Trust me, I've been looking everywhere and I can't find the size. It's definitely not a number 6 nib because I know Laban makes her own nibs, so it's proprietary. So I don't know the size, but it's very small. It's almost as small as the Kaweco Sport. That's how I can compare it. But yeah, this one, when I was very surprised. I forgot to clean this up since February, and it wrote. It did not dry up. I was very, very surprised. So yeah, so let's do some writing samples on this one. This is the. Am I showing it on the camera? Green with lines. That's so funny to me. See? Since February, I did not clean this up, and it still writes perfectly fine. I don't know, like, I love it. I it's very easy to write with, actually. I haven't used this for long form writing. Maybe I have, I don't know. I mean, I've been, for the past 2 weeks, I've been using this for my, like I said, my Hobonichi and my daily planner. So I'm only using this for planning purposes. I haven't used this for journaling, but I write a lot on my daily planner, so it's fine. It's not skipping or anything. I don't know why people really don't talk about this much. I love the pen. I love the pen. I love the antique aesthetic of it. So yeah, if you want to check it out, check it out. But I personally recommend it. There you go. All right, pen number 2 is the Conklin Misto Lava. We're going from really slim design to a chunky one. This one is, I believe this was a Pen Savings exclusive. I'm gonna put it on the description, don't worry. And this one, I remember, came with a Omniflex nib. So this is a Jonathan Brooks resin. If you haven't noticed, it's very Jonathan Brooks, and it's supposed to look like molten fire. So I remember getting this literally a week after I got my Esterbrook King of the Night. I thought they go together, so because of the red part, so that's why I got this one. Conklin, in general, it has a lot of hits and misses and a bit of a reputation, right? But however, I mean, this is my only Conklin, so I cannot compare other Conklins. For me personally, this one was a win. You know, if this was priced at $300, would people pay attention more? Maybe. You know, sometimes I think it's like, I always say it's almost like a placebo effect. And I'll discuss that more later on as we go. But yeah, like, I like this one because, again, because it's a real chunky pen. You know, I don't have to post it if I don't want to. And again, it has that Omni nib, which is pretty interesting. So let's do some writing sample. This is the Conklin. Misto and Lava. Oh, just to show you the writing, I mean the line width variation. I know if it's pretty obvious, but so you can see the nib. You can see the little slit on the side. So that's what flex nibs or Omniflex nibs would look like. So it bends as you write, or it adjusts to your writing pressure for varied line widths. Is it easy to write with? No. Is it stiff as hell? It is pretty stiff. I have to literally put some pressure if I need some line variation. So if I do this, see, you can do it. I may have to speed this up. Yeah, you really have to press really hard to get line variation, but I'm not really into line variations because I don't write in script. Yeah, I don't need that line variation all the time. I mean, I can do it if I want to, but I mean, it's a good option. I know I know it's there if I need to, but I don't need it. All I know is it's a smooth rider. I like the way it writes. I like the weight of it. You know, reminds me of my Leonardo's, and it's comfortable. That's all I can say. With the design, I can definitely get away without that ring. Again, if you guys know me, I'm not really big on like ostentatious design, and you know, I don't like logos like that. I think it's tacky. That's just my personal opinion. I'm sorry if I don't want to offend anyone, but I just think it's, you know, I don't need to be constantly reminded of the pen that I'm using, right? Because if I love it that much, then I would remember it. But anyway, I love this pen. I use it constantly. I don't think I ever clean this pen because I always just refill it with ink, and I use it usually with this blue ink because I use it for work. I don't know why. It just became, it's always in my bag. I actually forgot I had this. I was looking for it and I completely forgot that I leave it in my bag. And I don't go to work. Like, I work remotely. So I completely forgot that it's in my bag. But anyway, yeah, I use this for work because it's easy to take notes with. I don't know why. It's very comfortable for me. There you go. For me, comfort and weight, the combination of weight, balance, comfort, and you know, the smoothness of the nib is like the perfect combination for me. I don't care if it's a $30 pen. If I get all those four, then I immediately get drawn to that pen, right? So, and this is one of them. And you know, I mean, the design is pretty nice, right? Like, I'm just noticing this on camera. Look at that Chateauans right there. Ooh, you get the reds, the pinks, and the yellow. It does look like molten lava, doesn't it? So pretty. And I don't know why it's still, this is a limited, I can't remember, I think it was 300. They only made 300 of these. And it's still available. So I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, why are people not buying it? I'm not asking you to buy it, right? I'm just really questioning, like, why are people not drawn to Conklin? I mean, I need to know. I've done my research, and yes, there's some bad reviews out there, and there's also some good reviews out there. But luckily, I guess I'm one of the lucky ones that I got a good pen. so there. Okay, pen number 3 is a Nahvalur, and it's a Hatch exclusive in collaboration with a Filipino artist named Artnijp, which actually translates to JP's art. It's using Diamond Cast by Mackenzie Penworks, and you can actually see it if you look closely. You can see it on camera, right? Ooh, look at that. Look at that shimmer. Anyway, the silhouette for this is using Nahvalur's Horizon line. This is actually my first Horizon from Nahvalur. I usually get the Nautilus one. The rounded ones. This one is pretty nice too. I like that they, because it's oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, this is called French Chateau, and it's using the French blue, I guess that's why it's French Chateau. And I like that they match it with the gold trim. It's a gold trim and gold nib, so I like that combination. Actually, this one unfortunately is sold out. Surprisingly, I think it just got sold out because I could have sworn I looked at this last week or maybe 2 weeks ago and it's still there. And I was like wondering again, why is this not selling out? You know, Hatch pens is very limited in quantity. They only make a certain number of it. So that's kind of how you would know if it's popular or not. If it's still selling and on Endless, then that means it's not as popular, because some pens can literally sell out in one day. This one took a while. I don't know why. It is really pretty to me. You know, I love that design. I love the simplicity of the design. I mean, look at that color. Like, now I'm looking at it on screen, it looks gray, but it's actually light blue. It's really pretty. It's so pretty. I love this one. And this kind of brings me back to the placebo effect, right? So when a pen is super hyped or really expensive, we almost expect it to be amazing. It sort of tricks our mind into thinking it is. Meanwhile, the writing experience is mediocre at best. Meanwhile, this pen was also hyped. Nahvalur is really good at advertising their new pens, and your social media will be will be filled of their with their new lines. And it's also a limited quantity, right? But it costs half the price of other pens. And honestly, the writing is so smooth, it makes me want to use it even more. So it's just something to think about. Speaking of writing, let's do some writing tests on this one. This is, what is this? Nahvalur. See how juicy that is? And by the way, while I'm writing this, I am not speaking about the whole Nahvalur line, because I have some issues with Nahvalur, but for some reason, this one is the only one that did not give me any problems at all. As you can see, not only it's not skipping, it's super juicy. Oh my god. I don't know if you saw that. It's pulling already. But I don't mind that. I don't mind pulling. Okay? Skipping is what gets me. Oh my god. Like, those are one of, you know, those pens that you just want to throw out? That's my other Nahvalur. Like, I just want to get rid of them because it's not doing me any good. But yeah, so that is the Nahvalur Artnijp French Chateau. I like this pen a lot. Pen number 4. This one, yeah, this one is definitely not on a lot of people's list, and I don't know why. So this is the Retro 51 Cherry Blossom, the 2025 Cherry Blossom. So this one is exclusive to Farney's. This year's theme is the historic Willard Intercontinental Hotel, which was the home of Farney's for the past 21 years until they moved. But then this year they moved back, so love that for them. I've never been to the hotel, but from what I've seen on the internet, it's a very nice hotel. Very intricate patterns on the inside. The columns make it so grand and timeless, and it's, of course, it's surrounded, the hotel is surrounded by cherry blossoms, which is DC is known for. Isn't that nice? Look at the design. And there's the hotel right there. Can you see? There it is. That's the hotel. I gotta check it out when I go to DC. And you can see the flowers, cherry blossom around the pen. It's really pretty. Fun fact. Do you know that Belleville, New Jersey is also known for the Cherry Blossom Park? And another fun fact, I grew up in Belleville. So yeah, so it's almost like tradition for my family to go. It's literally across the street from where I live. Yeah, we go to Cherry Blossom Park every time they have that celebration. I think around spring. I think it's March. I can't remember. Something like that. But anyway, Retro 51 is the only company that I can speak for because I own 3 or 4 Retro 51. I love their pens. I don't care what anyone says. I think it's very playful. Yes, it's very niche. They always have themes, which I love. I like that. Not everyone loves it. I can totally understand that. But I love it. In terms of the silhouette of the pen, it's a very slim design, simple. I love the finials. It's very simple. There's nothing special about it, right? Other than the design. I think that's why it's more simple, the silhouette, because they focus more on the design or on the theme of the pen, right? So in terms of balance, it does have some weight to it. It's not as heavy as my other pens, but because it is made of metal, so it is pretty heavy, but it's well balanced. This one I can post it, but I don't have to. Um, I don't know. It really depends on my mood when I want to post it or not. They It's also what I love about this pen is they use regular Yovo nibs, which I can appreciate. Because if you don't like the nib, then you just replace it. It's so inexpensive to replace a Yovo nib, right? But this one is not bad. I love this pen. I think this is the one with the feedback that I like. Let's do some writing test here. Uh-oh, I forgot to ink this. Ooh, that writing is atrocious. Let me try that one more time. I don't like that. Woohoo. So pretty. See, I have no problem with it. This is a medium nib. And it writes just like a medium nib. Doesn't skip or anything. It's comfortable. It's cute. It's pretty. It's a conversation starter. So, again, all kinds of confused while people ignore Retro 51. I don't know. Is it because it's cheap? Here we go. Anyway. All right, pen number 5. Another one. Another controversial one. I wouldn't say controversial. Another one that doesn't get enough love. So, this is the Monteverde Regatta Mondrian, and obviously it was named after the artist Piet Mondrian. So I remember seeing this pen for the first time in Stationery Fest, and I wasn't buying pens then, but I fell in love with it. I told myself that I'm gonna buy this at San Francisco, which is 2 weeks after 2 weeks after Stationery Fest. But I completely forgot when I got there because it was my first pen show. I was looking like a deer in headlights. Completely forgot all about it, but I was able to get it. And I love it. That's all I'm gonna say. I love it. I know I said this to all my pens, but again, that's the reason why I'm showing these off, because I do like all these pens and I use it. I have no problem with it. I'm just all kinds of confused why it's not being talked about. That's all, So from the design itself, well, I kind of grew up appreciating art from countless family trips to MoMA. So I love Piet Mondrian. He's one of my favorite artists. And I love the composition on this one with the lines outlining the different color rectangles, the different colors, the primary colors. So again, when I first got this, it just did not disappoint. It's also a metal barrel, so it's pretty heavy. There's like a theme of these of this lineup. They're all heavy pens. Yeah, this is pretty heavy. It's metal, all metal. So it definitely has a bit of weight to it. But it's also, I love this. It doesn't twist, but like I always tend to do this first, but then I remember this is just it's magnet. It's using a gunmetal trim, and it's using a Yovo nib, so which is a very big plus to me. So if I get tired of this, I can always replace it. I actually own three from the Regatta line. I have the Harlequin and the Broadway Boogie Woogie. I got that pen just because of the name, right? But anyway, to be honest, I actually prefer heavy pens. I post sometimes with this one because okay, I'm gonna lay it down so you can see it. Doesn't it look like a vape? If there is anything that I would say negatively about this one is the shape. I don't like that little shape. It looks like a vape. So sometimes I do post it, but sometimes I forget, so I don't. But either way, posted or unposted, it's perfectly comfortable to me. Oh, this one has some feedback to it when you write with it. Let me see if I can turn to other. Oh my god. Let me see if I can turn back the other mic so you can hear the feedback as I write. Let's see here. I'll put it right there so you can hear it. Oh, let me unpost it. I don't know if you guys heard that feedback, but it writes like almost like a sailor. Subtle, but it's almost like a sailor pen. It's like that. It's the same feeling when you write with a pencil. And that feedback is chef's kiss to me. I love writing when I hear that. So yeah, I don't know why people are hating on this. Oh, I shouldn't say hate, but they're not. They don't love it. Like I don't see a lot of people using it, or not a lot of people reviewing it. Listen, that magnetic cap too is very helpful. It doesn't dry up, like despite of it being just a magnetized cap, it doesn't dry up. Because I think a lot of people doesn't like the magnet because the nib gets dried easily, but this one doesn't. Again, I forgot. Yeah, I haven't used this in months, and I guess I didn't clean this up, and it still writes. It's just using a regular blue ink. Oh my god. Anyway, I did not know that. But yeah, so that is the Monteverde Regatta Mondrian. Pen number 6. This is the Monteverde Super Mega Abalone. No, I'm not gonna say anything bad anymore. I think I got over it, but essentially this one got a side eye, I was told. But we're not gonna talk about that. This is the rose gold trim, and it is a pretty chunky pen, as you can see. It comes in this highly iridescent layer of authentic abalone shell, which I thought I saw it came from New Zealand. So as you can see, it comes with this nice, I'm surprised my camera is capturing this. So happy about that. You can see the swirls of peacock green, purples, little pink undertone there. It's not showing on camera, but in person you can see that little pink shade, and some blues, of course. Yeah. And then when the light hits it, like right now, let me. Oh, it's just magic. I'm in love with this pen. In love, okay, with this pen. I think I'm just in love with Abalone, period. I love the writing experience on this pen as well. It's funny that this is one of the pens that I would clean it out, right? You know, because I don't want to use it anymore. I would ignore it for maybe like a week or two, and then I come back to it again. I re-ink it because I love using it. I really do. It is a pretty heavy pen. I think from this lineup, this is the heaviest pen I have. This one is currently using, if I'm not mistaken, I love the ink combo for this one. I think I used Wearing Gold Happy Prince. Yes, I think that's what I used. Oops. Ugh. Oh my goodness. See that? Love it. So Wearing Gold Happy Prince is almost like a rich purple with some, oh, you can see it, with some gold shimmer. This is a really long name. Super. Oops. Mega Abalone. And yeah, this one is in a gold trim. I love this pen. Yeah. And as you can see, it handles shimmer inks like a champ. Should I have gotten the gold nib? Maybe I would have gotten the side eye. I could have. I totally could have. So there, yeah, I said it. I totally could have. But would it make it better? I don't think so. I don't know. I could care less about gold nibs, honestly. I have gold nibs. Can I tell the difference? No, I cannot. You know, so why do I need to spend extra? What am I knocking here? Why do I need to spend extra $200 for something that I probably would not even notice? Anyway, again, I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, so now, like I said, had this been 3 times more expensive, more exclusive, I always wondered if people would have bought this pen or talk about it more, or had this been packaged with a different brand. Let's say Leonardo or Visconti. Would people pay more attention? Again, it's just a placebo effect, right? To me, this is a really gorgeous pen. Gorgeous. Where's my pen? Where is that pen? Oh, here we go. Here, hold on. Please hold. See, this is also an Abalone pen. You know, this is the Dahlia. This is the Leonardo Dahlia. And it's using Abalone resin from Jonathan Brooks. I mean, it's 2 different things, right? But if I put this side by side, which one do you think you would pick first? Or which one your eyes would go? This one, right? But this one is so hyped up. I mean, I love this, by the way. I'm not talking shit about this. I love this pen. Love this pen. Despite of its missing swirls. I love this pen. But I think this one also deserve the same amount of love in the community. That's all I'm going to say. Down to pen number 7. This is the Montegrappa Tarvisium Paradise Falls. So this is my first Montegrappa pen, and I was very happy with it when I first got it. There's right now, because obviously I did some research before I posted this video, and I saw some news circulating around the internet about Montegrappa, something about cutting the middleman and focusing on direct to consumers or direct to retailers, whatever. I really don't know. I'm getting mixed information online, so I don't think I'm even going to discuss that. So anyway, but Montegrappa as a company makes a lot of great pens, a lot of expensive pens, a lot of very, how am I going to say this? Expensive. They're expensive, and they're very Italian. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. It's very Italian. You can tell from the design it's very Italian. It's very intricate, some of the designs. And the prices, it can go up to ridiculous amounts. But this one I'm talking about is the Tarvisium, from the Tarvisium line. This is the Paradise Falls. And this is also another pen that surprised me because it's weird. Some websites are still selling it for full price, which is $345, $350 or something like that. Then some are selling it half the price. Then some are 30% off on sale. So I don't know what's going on. It's not selling for some unknown reason to me again. This one I got from Atlas, and it is a sale. I got this, I think it is 50%, if I'm not mistaken. I think I got it for 50%, yeah. So, yeah, it's in the sales section. So I just thought, I love the design. I love the colors, so I got it. And I was very, very surprised. I think they tune their pens as well. Their nibs as well, similar to Esterbrook, because for some reason this is also a Jowo nib. It uses a Jowo. Oh, actually, this is one of the nibs that I really like the design. I love their nibs. It has that honeycomb. I don't know if it's the honeycomb. It looks like honeycomb, like a honeycomb engraving or something, like laser engraving. So pretty. But anyway, like I said, even though it's a Jowo nib, it has a really nice feedback to it. Like, seriously, where's my little mic so you guys can hear it? If you can hear it, I don't know. Let's try it. Okay, good. Oh, this is that ink, by the way. It's all over my hands. This is I think it's an Enderilium something. I can't remember. Anyway, as you can see, it's very nice to write with. No skips or anything. I love writing with this. It's pretty juicy. I did get a medium nib on this one. And again, I don't know if you guys heard the feedback. I love that feedback. I use this a lot for my Dear Diary moments. That feedback is almost just as satisfying as me bitching in my journal. When you write a curse word in your journal in caps and you double underline it, it is so satisfying hearing that feedback. It's almost as if your pen is agreeing with you. Yeah. I don't know what is the deal. What is the deal? Tell me if you know. Maybe there's an inside thing that I don't know about. Like, why is Montegrappa not getting the same love as the other Kenro products? Yeah, Montegrappa is part of the Kenro family, so it's the same family as Ferris wheel. Am I saying that right? Yeah, Ferris wheel press and Esterbrook, of course. So the other two are just are doing really well. Montegrappa, I'm sure it's doing well, especially with their higher line. But why are these pens not moving from the shelves? I don't understand it. So if you know, let me know, okay? Because I'm always under the impression that Montegrappa is a really great Italian pen maker. Like it's the same level as what do you call it, Leonardo or Visconti. So I'm really confused. But personally, I love this pen. I use it all the time. I haven't stopped inking it yet. I keep re-inking it every time. So this is, because I just love using it. And I like that ink that goes with it. I really do. But maybe it's time to change it. I try to match it with that blue, with that turquoise blue right there. But I have options. I can do orange. I don't want to do red, but I can do green too if I want to, right? So I was supposed to just do 7 pens, but I just remembered my Kaweco student. This is also another mystery to me. I think I have all the colors now except the black and the white, but I think I have all the colors now. And this one, I found it in my little pen case. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Because I use this for journaling too, because it is a pretty small nib. I can't remember what this is, but see, it's also a very small nib. I think it's using the same nib as the other Kaweco Sports. This isn't a fine nib. I love it. I don't know why people don't talk about this as much as they talk about the Kaweco Sport. Yeah, see? I haven't inked this in forever. Or re-inked it in forever, and it's still writing. It's very smooth. Like Kawecos to me are very, very smooth pens. There's no feedback whatsoever, and it's, this is one of those pens again that kind of baffles me, like why people don't talk about it as much. It's a really nice design. I love that retro vibe, the retro green. Like that's not a green that you can see on a lot of things anymore. Anytime I see that type of green, that shade of green, it reminds me of like the 1960s. And I believe this is the 1960s pen. Please hold. See, I was right. This is called the 60s Swing Green. Huh? Yeah, so I don't know. This is another mystery to me. I love this pen. I love the cream body. Again, it's very retro. Where's my little one? I love this cream body with that kind of muted green, right? The gold trim, of course. The Kaweco smoothness. The nib, I mean. It's a mystery. Please tell me if you own this pen, and let me know in the comments how you like it or not like it, So yeah, maybe these pens aren't hyped up or part of anyone's ultimate fountain pen list, but they've earned their place in my collection. And just to be clear, I don't think I need to say this, but I do own pricier pens. I do own really nice pens and or hyped pens. I've shown a few here on the channel, but not even half of my collection has made an appearance yet, to be honest. I'm super grateful. I'm in the position that I'm able to afford those pens, but at the same time, I don't feel the need to wave it around every chance I get to feel better about myself. That's not what this space is about. Falling in love with lesser known pen humbles me every time. It reminds me that joy doesn't come with a price tag. Being humble in this hobby matters because not everyone can or should drop hundreds or thousands on a pen just to feel included. Taste is personal. Writing is personal. And let's be real, just because a pen isn't your favorite doesn't mean it doesn't deserve some love, right? So if you got a pen in your collection that no one else seems to talk about, but you love it, drop it in the comments. Let's celebrate the underdogs together. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time on Pens and Ponderings. Bye.